Yes?
I'm looking for Mr. Blake.
Oh?
I was told to report here. My name's Maine. Philip Maine.
Mr. Maine, I'm so sorry. You know, I'd quite forgotten you were coming. How do you do?
How do you do?
Did you find your way here all right?
Yes, thanks.
That's good, then. Well, I'd offer you a cup of tea, but I want to get over for a case in #1 court. Do you think you can hold out?
I reckon so.
That's good.
Is there something wrong?
No. No, that's fine. That'll do fine for court. Might make the probationers feel a bit uncomfortable, though. That's not to say you want to dress sloppy, mind you.
Neat, but not gaudy.
Yes, that's the ticket. You look too smart and you draw attention to yourself. And that's not the idea in this job. No offense meant.
Oh, none taken.
That's all right, then. Well, now, you'll be using this office for a day or two, so you might just as well leave your things. I'll take them for you, shall I?
Oh, thanks.
Well, we'd better be getting over it, I think. The chairman's hearing pleas today. Couldn't have chosen a better day for you to start. That's the first time we see the people he's put back for a probation report, you see.
Morning, Mr. Blake.
Morning, Mr. Jackson. How are the twins?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
Morning, Chairman.
Oh, hello, Ron. There's a case for you in #3 court this morning, embezzlement.
Thanks.
Reporter. Does no harm to give them a hint or two. Keeps them off the probation cases. You can't muzzle the press, but there's nothing to stop you putting them on the wrong track. You, ever been in a high court before?
No.
Well, you'll find it a bit different from what you've been used to. Oh, there's no need to look so solemn. Only one bloke's got anything to worry about, and he's in the dock.
Now, Finney, is there anything you wish to say to?
No.
Hello.
My lord.
I don't understand you, Finney. For the first time in your life, you commit a very serious offense for which you yourself refuse to offer any kind of explanation, and for which even your mother cannot suggest what possible motive you may have had.
Breaking and entering a chemist's shop. He took nothing, won't talk.
I'm not going to deal with you today, Finney. You will be remanded in custody for a probation report. And unless you enjoy the taste of prison life that this will give you, I urge you, in your own interests, to be more forthcoming with the probation officer than you have been with the police, your parents, or this court. Probation report. We want to help you, Finney, but we shall be unable to do so until you are prepared to give us some help.
Next sessions.
Does your lordship require the prosecution to be represented?
Thank you, Mr. Marling.
Thank you, my lord.
Well, that's how it starts.
Do we go and see him now?
Oh, not yet. Look, I've got to get round the other courts. I'll come back and collect you in an hour or so. You be all right?
Fine.
Good.
Here, say, what happens if they want a probation officer while you're away?
Oh, relax. I doubt if they need one this morning. Anyhow, if they do, they know where to find me. No, you won't have anything to do for a bit.
You sure about that?
Positive?
Well, that's all right, then.
If I'm wrong, I'll apologize.
Number 159, George Russell, my lord.
George Merton Russell, you are charged on indictment that you feloniously on... Are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, my lord.
If it pleases your lordship, I appear for the prosecution in this case. The accused is not represented.
When on duty in Charing Cross Road, I observed the accused.
I promise it'll never happen again, sir.
It's my duty to try to ensure that. 3 years. Conditional discharge. Probation report. I have no alternative but to sentence you to 9 years preventive detention.
May you rot in hell, you miserable old bastard!
If I do, then that is undoubtedly where we shall meet again, Mr. Desmond.
Court adjourned for 10 minutes.
All rise.
Hello. You look a bit shell-shocked.
I feel a bit shell-shocked. I've just seen a man get 9 years preventive detention for stealing prayer books from churches, and another got 2 years for stealing 60 cigarettes and a bottle of lemonade.
Yes, it does seem a bit harsh at times.
Not harsh, it just seems so petty. Is that what justice comes down to? All this pomp and ceremony to punish pathetic people who nick cigarettes and bottle of lemonade?
The man who stole the prayer books. Do you remember how many previous convictions he'd got?
I don't know. 47, I think.
49, as a matter of fact. God knows I hate prison just as much as you do. But it's hard enough, believe me, to help those who really want to reform. Don't waste your sympathy on those that never will.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure I am. Now, let's see one of those we might be able to do something about, shall we?
Finney?
No, his mother. She's sitting outside. Ask her to come in, would you?
Mrs. Finney, would you like to come in now?
Hey, how do you do? My name is Blake. This is a colleague of mine, Mr. Maine.
Pleased to meet you.
Will you sit down, please? Now, you know what's happened, Mrs. Finney, don't you? The chairman decided not to deal with Arthur until we'd all had a chance to see if we could discover what made him do this. We do call him Arthur, do you, not James?
Arthur, that's right.
Oh, shall I,
No. Draw up a chair. We have no secrets here, Mrs. Finney. Anything you would say to me, you can say in front of Mr. Maine.
I have to, shan't I?
Well, it isn't exactly a social call, is it?
I should say not indeed. I must say I did expect a bit of privacy.
You should have thought of that before you allowed Arthur to become a criminal, shouldn't you?
A criminal? I like that. He's a good boy.
We'd better get one thing straight, Mrs. Finney. We wouldn't be here if Arthur was a good boy, now would we?
Here, whose side are you on?
We're not on anybody's side. Our job is to try and help your son and to submit a fair report on him to the court. And we can't even begin to do that unless you face facts. And the facts are, Mrs. Finney, that Arthur broke and entered a chemist's shop. For one thing, he was found there. For another, he pleaded guilty to the offense.
He was told to.
I see. And there's no use now continuing, is there? If you think he's not guilty, then you should apply for leave to the clerk of the peace for leave to change his plea. I'll just see if he's in.
Well, I'm not saying but what he didn't make a mistake.
I know. Mrs. Finney, we are just as anxious as you are to see he doesn't make the same mistake again. You any idea what made him do this?
Like I said in there wasn't no reason for it.
I see. Tell me, Mrs. Finney, what was he like at home? Helpful?
Oh, ever so. Always ready to do a bit of painting or give an hand with the washing up, not like some of them kids. It was a real pleasure to have him about the place. Until? Well, until he started working this coffee shop, really.
Well, what happened then?
I don't rightly know. We thought it was the hours at first. I mean, sometimes he'd be there till 1 or 2 in the morning. After a bit, he seemed, well, different.
How do you mean?
Real queer. Well, you know, miserable as sin 1 minute and the next minute cocky as anything, properly above himself, if you see what I mean. Seems like all of a sudden we wasn't good enough for him.
You and your husband?
Well, not exactly my husband.
Who then? Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Finney, you can tell us. Mr. Maine won't mind?
I dare say not. I don't know as I want to talk about it, not in public.
It won't go out of this room. All I want to know is what was the trouble between Arthur and the man you're living with. What's his name, by the way?
Perkins, Fred Perkins. Not that I see it's any of your business. And don't you go blaming Fred. It had nothing to do with him.
Mrs. Finney, would you please get it into your head that I'm not blaming anyone? I just want to know what the trouble is. I do wish you'd stop thinking that we're trying to put one over on you.
Then why is he writing down everything I say?
I don't suppose he is. There now, does that satisfy you?
Well, you might pay attention.
You're hard to please, Mrs. Finney, aren't you? Now, about Mr. Perkins.
Well, if you must know, Arthur's father left me right after he was born. I don't know what become of him. After a bit, I took up with Mr. Perkins. We've been together ever since. That's all there is to it.
And Arthur didn't get on with him?
Didn't get on with him? Oh, make no mistake about it. Perkins was a real father to that boy, like two peas in a pod they was. No, it was Arthur what done it. He turned dead against him.
Why?
I'm blowed if I know. Just like that, he started on about the way we was living and how it was no wonder that Finn had left me, just like that. Well, of course, Fred would get mad at him and they'd start shouting and like as not it'd end up in a fight.
Did this go on all the time?
Might have been better if it had done. I mean, we'd all have known where he was then, wouldn't we? He'd all stop suddenly and then he'd say he didn't know what come over him. Or we'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd hear him crying like he was a baby and I'd go into him and cling to me and cry his eyes out and then he'd stop and he'd scream at me and tell me to go away and leave him alone. It was like he had attacks.
Did you talk to your doctor about this?
Oh, yes, because he seemed so poorly sometimes, all white and shaking. Felt a lot of help the doctor was, though. Said most young men went through a difficult period.
Well, they do, you know.
Yeah, I altered. I got 4 brothers. Well, they wasn't like that when they were 17.
What sort of hobbies have you got, Mr. Finney?
Books, mostly. He always was a one for reading. Fred used to rag him about it. Say he ought to go out and see life instead of read about it. Of course, that was before all this.
What sort of books did he read?
All sorts. Real stiff, some of them was. Not the sort you did for pleasure.
Did he talk to you about the books?
No, not a lot.
About himself?
No, not much.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Finney. That's been most helpful. When's Mr. Perkins' day off? Who does he work for, by the way?
Thursdays he works for Snelling's, the radio shop. Why?
Well, I shall be seeing Arthur later on, and then I thought I'd like to see Mr. Perkins one Thursday, if I might.
Well, he can't tell you anything I haven't.
Oh, perhaps not, but when you're trying to sort things out, it sometimes helps.
All right, then. When?
How about next Thursday?
Suppose so. Will your secretary be coming?
Oh, I dare say. Now, have you got any messages for Arthur?
Give him my love and that. Tell him to keep his picker up. Can't take your life, can they?
No, they can't do that, Mrs. Finney. And remember, in our interfering way, we are trying to help.
Funny way you go about it, I must say.
Secretary crack with a nasty one.
I'm afraid you asked for that. You just as much as wave a pencil during an interview and they think that everything they say has been taken down and is going to be used as evidence against them.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No, it's not your fault. I should have told you. Now, well, what do you make of that?
I pass.
No flash of inspiration? Thank the Lord for that. Any time you jump to conclusions in this job, they generally prove to be false. Well, come on now, let's go and see the problem boy for himself, shall we? I'll put those there, if I may.
Ah, been long enough, haven't you, sir?
Been digesting.
What is for dinner?
Stew. Veal, I shouldn't wonder. It doesn't half stick to your teeth. Anyone down here?
Oh, only Mr. Blake.
With Finney? Oh, that shouldn't take too long. You won't get much change out of that one.
You got a new bloke in tow.
What's he like?
Lost and lonely. Ex-army type.
Oh, the boys have got a bundle on him now, won't they? What you want, a bit of discipline, my lad. You slip off and have your dinner. I'll take a butcher's for myself.
You're not being very helpful, are you, Arthur? Do you want to be shut up or sent away from home? Do you want to keep out of any more trouble? Well, that's a start, anyway. Do you want to tell me how you got into this mess? All right. You've got 3 weeks to think it over. I'll come and see you in the scrubs. Oh, by the way, your mother sent you a message. She said to give you a love and tell you to keep your pecker up. You're fond of your mother, aren't you, son? Don't you think you owe it to her to clear up this bit of trouble? All right. Think it over the next time I see you. Oh, gee.
Have a break.
A colleague of mine, Mr. Maine.
How do you do?
Please meet you.
You must have been having a kip when we came down.
A fat chance of that with 100 prisoners down here.
As many as that. Oh, well, all you've got to do is to shout at them.
You're out of date, Mr. Blake. Prison work's dead psychological these days. They write to their MPs if you don't call them by their Christian names.
Really?
Well, near enough. He's a talkative type, your latest, isn't he? What do you make of him?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't give us much to go on, did he?
No. Bundle of nerves, there. Do you see his hands?
The nicotine? Yes. Must smoke like a chimney.
Nicotine? It beats me how you probation officers stay so innocent.
What do you mean?
Did you notice his eyes, his pupils?
Not particularly.
You take a look at him next time. He's got something to keep quiet about.
Why?
Those stains on his fingers, that's not nicotine, that's hemp. Marijuana. Your boy's a junkie, that's what.
Junkie?
A drug addict. Of course.
Where do you think you're going?
Out.
Oh, you couldn't wait to see the probation people, could you? I mean, they'll be here in a minute.
So what? He's your son, isn't he?
Yes, I know, Fred, but...
But nothing. You and me could have had quite a time on the money I've laid out on that kid. And what do I get at the end of it? A perishing housebreaker. Well, I'm chocker with a pair of you.
If you're going to be like that...
I got reason to, haven't I? If you managed to keep your wits about you 17 years ago... That settles it. I'm fed up with other blokes' leavings. You and your precious Arthur can go and get stuffed.
You know what you can do, don't you? You can go and put your bloody head in the...
Who the hell might you be?
Probation. My name's Blake. This is Mr. Maine.
Oh, there she is. And I wish you joy of it.
All the better for seeing the back of you.
Oh, belt up. No. No, on second thought, you better hear my side of it. She's had it all her own way long enough.
I tell you in my note that the judge will put Arthur back for our report.
Yes, she did. Well, make yourselves comfortable. There's a fair bit I want to get off my chest.
Well, before you start, perhaps you should know why Arthur broke into the shop.
Oh, I must have told you more than he told us.
Well, that wouldn't be difficult, would it? Why then, Mr. Clever Dick?
Because there was something he had to have. I'm afraid he's a drug addict, you see.
I don't believe it.
True. There you are. There you are, what did I tell you? Like father, like son.
Really spinning out of it.
Also, now I can't even talk about it. After bringing up his kid for 14 bleeding years.
Yeah. Didn't make too good a job of it, did you?
You've got no call to say things like that. Fred's done everything a man could do.
And that's a fact. What do you mean I didn't make too good a job of it?
Well, something must be adrift somewhere. The prison medical authorities say he's been on the marijuana for at least 3 months. You any idea why he should have done this?
No guts, that's his trouble. Looked after that kid like he was my own son. Didn't have any need to, mind.
That could be it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, with kids, it isn't always what you do for them. It's how you are with them that counts.
Put up with a lot from that kid. Him and his fancy ideas.
What fancy ideas?
Well, the soppy way he was about working. I must have lined up half a dozen jobs for him, but he wouldn't even give them a try. He was a proper Charlie, that did. All right, I'd say, what do you want to do then? I don't know, he'd say, but something that's different to that. Different to that. Fair used to drive me balmy. Who the hell does he think he is, anyway? And his clothes. Always clothes. Fancy sports jackets and Italian-cut jeans. Italian-cut jeans, I ask you.
Lots of boys of his age win for that sort of thing.
Not in my house, they don't. I told him straight I wasn't having him prancing about, got up like a perishing poof. And he go running into his mud behind me back.
That's very natural, isn't it?
Natural. Dishonest, I call it. Well, what you going to do about him, anyway?
Do you care?
What's the difference?
Mr. Perkins, Mr. Perkins, supposing the medical people decide that Arthur's having trouble sorting out his relationships, would you be prepared to try and help?
Going in for all that bunkum, are we? Suppose they decide that the kid just doesn't like me. What am I supposed to do? Move out?
Thought you was doing that anyhow.
You keep out of this.
That's up to you. What's more likely is that he thinks you don't like him. We should be able to put that right, shouldn't we?
Bit too old for the kiss and be friends lark, isn't he? Besides, I'm not the type.
He's not too old to want to know that somebody loves him. Not too many of us are old enough for that.
Right, all right. No need to talk about it.
No, but you could stand by him through this bit of trouble, couldn't you? All right, if you don't even bother to see him in prison, you could at least send him your love.
Do me a favour. It goes off me nut.
Could be. Anyway, think it over, would you? Come on, Mr. Maine. Let's be going. Any messages for Arthur?
Give him my regards.
Regards?
You heard. Oh, shut up, for God's sake.
Well, I wonder what this place will have done to Finney. Puts the fear of God into some kids. Others get so bloody minded you can't do a thing with them. Trouble is, you can't be certain which.
What kind of life do they have?
On remand? Not bad. It's the loneliness that gets them. Half an hour for lunch, an hour's exercise. All the rest of the time by themselves in a cell 6 foot by 10 with the lights out after 10 o'clock. Awful thing for a kid, you know. Might never have been away from home before. To be locked up by himself in the dark. Well, I thought you might handle this one.
Me? But I don't know that I...
No, when it's time you found out. I'll get you started, then leave you to it.
But what'll I say to him?
Oh, as little as possible. That's the secret. Show him who's boss and then listen. Look, put him to sit in this chair here. And you perch at the end of the table.
Why?
It makes him look up at you. It's not very profound, but it works. Hello, Arthur. Excuse me, officer. You know Mr. Maine, don't you? I'm going to leave you to talk with him.
Why?
Oh, you're just getting two for the price of one today. I'll see you both later on.
Sit down. Well, Arthur, how have you been keeping?
What's it to you?
I saw your mother this afternoon and Mr. Perkins. What do you call him? Fred?
Anything I can lay me tongue to.
He said to be sure and give you his regards.
Regards? That's a good one.
He's very fond of you.
Don't make me laugh. It's my gut.
No, I don't think so.
What do you know about it? What's the use? Well, you never had trouble in your home.
You'd be surprised.
Go on, even tell me you smoke reef with me.
No, I never did that. Why did you?
I was wondering whether to get down to questions. What's the matter anyhow?
If you want to get out of here, it matters.
Mr. Maine, you wouldn't be threatening me, would you? Changing else, officer.
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm just stating a fact. Do you like it here?
You kidding?
Well, isn't that a good enough reason for letting yourself be
Look,
helped?
what do you get out of this? Why should you want to help me?
In your present frame of mind, I'm not sure that I do. Perhaps you'd rather go back to your cell.
Oh. Let's face it, Fred and me, we never hit it off. Not since I had a mind of my own since I was 15. He's always picking on me for something.
Was that all his fault?
Yes. Oh, no. Suppose I used to go on about Mum and that. Anyway, one day it really got me down. We had a proper dust up about something. I can't remember what exactly. Just remember that Mum took his side. So, I left home and went to walk across the common. Time I got to the coffee bar where I worked, feeling real sorry for myself. Proper choked I was. And then it happened. He's still in there. There's this character leaning across the counter, see? Leans over and says, be cool, Dad. Have yourself a drag of this. I did. I thought I was going to be sick at first. And then it was gone now. I could have done anything. I was God. Just like that.
For how long?
Oh, a lifetime. Not long enough. After a while, you need 2 drags. And then 3. And then a whole cigarette. But the catch was it was always worth it, see? Because every time you got there, it was better than the last.
And when you weren't there?
You do a tap it. It'd be like gunfire. And it was faces. It'd change all of a sudden. Like the mirrors in the funfair. And the shadows on the stairs. And your guts to be on fire. And you had every time you with the need of it. And you know you could end it all. You could put a stop to it. Just get your hands on a weed or 2 or 3. You'd have killed anybody if that had got you really fast. And there you know. That's what it's like to be up.
You want to be cured, Arthur? You can be, you know.
Yes. That's what I always say, Matt.
Is it the truth?
I don't know, honest to God, I don't know. They gave me a dose this morning. So right this moment I'd say yes and I'd mean it. But in a day or so, I don't know how it can, Mr. Maynard, that's the truth.
Yeah. I see.
Well, you two getting along all right?
Oh, yeah. Like a house on fire. I'm just going to show my operation scar.
Yeah, yes, we've just finished. Well, I'll come see you again soon, Arthur.
You know where to find me. Oh, by the way, the next time you see Fred...
Yes?
Tell him where he can stick his regards.
Left, right. Get him, move on.
Dr. Bertram, Mr. Maine.
How do you do?
Maine?
Well, Doc, what are the chances of success?
That's not my department. You'd best talk it over with Lessing, the psychiatrist.
Yes, we'll do that. At least you will.
You sure this is a good one for him to cut his teeth on?
He'll manage.
Well, it's your responsibility. No disrespect to you, Mr. Maine, but this is one I'm not sticking my neck out over. My advice to you is that you shouldn't either. Unless Lessing's quite sure he can do his stuff, you'd be in for a packet of trouble over the next 2 years. Addicts can be damn dangerous, especially marijuana addicts. Aye, they can be cunning with it. Breaking and entering? Oh, that's one thing. Risk anything worse, you'll be a bigger fool than you look.
Thanks, Doc.
Sugar, Mr. Belmont?
Oh, I'm sweet enough without that, aren't I? Oh, dear. Proof against my charms, you are. Well, you don't know what you're missing. Ah, little Soreco. Looks quite lost with that hour, Jim. Well, now, you're just in time for the cup that cheers but does not inebriate. More's the pity. My name's Belman, Bert Belman.
Maine, Philip Maine.
I'll do.
Thank you.
Well, come and join the party. Miss Cope, meet Mr. Maine.
Hello. How do you do?
And I hope for your sake she's nicer to you than she is to me. Well, don't just look at him. Give the man a cup of tea.
I'm sorry. Do you take sugar?
No, thanks.
Compliments of the Pierre.
Yes, we'll cut you in on the kitty in a day or two. Oh, and this is Mr. Meade.
Well, back to the grindstone.
Friendly type.
Ha! Back to the grindstone.
Yeah, well, it's a change to hear him talk about work.
Lazy, is he?
Lazy? Well, you know the story about the sailor who was so lazy he said to his girlfriend... Oh, well, some other time. Anyway, that's him.
What are you moaning about, Bert? Miss Cope, Mr. Maine?
Morning.
Always on about something, Albert. Any tea left?
It'll be a bit cold, I'm afraid, Mr. Blake.
As long as it's wet.
It's that chap Meade. He fair gets on
give
my...
it a rest, would you?
I tried to ring you last night, Mr. Blake. Someone set fire to my reporting office.
Badly?
No, the fire brigade got it out pretty quickly, but I thought you ought to know.
Oh, I expect you're right. Don't quite know what I could have done about it, though. I live in Merton, and the office is in Paddington Green. The fight had a pretty good hold by the time I got across. Blast. I shouldn't have said that. That's the trouble with lady probation officers. You can only pull their legs so far.
Oh, I don't know. Old Randall gives as good as she gets. Our Iris is the touchy one, but we all know what she was. Oh, dear, now I shocked Mr. Mayor. Oh, well, back to the grindstone, as my old mate Meade'd say. Cheerio, Jim. It's a great life if you don't weaken. See you around.
Well?
They seem a decent enough bunch.
Ah, they're all right.
Bellman certainly got it in for Meade.
I'm afraid you're right. I wish I could say otherwise.
What about Miss,
Oh, no. Oh, no, I've said too much already. No, you must sort out the rest for yourself. Only just because we're probation officers, don't think we're classed as saints. Maybe we ought to be, but we are not.
Man? Yes?
Nothing.
Oh, how do you do?
My case is adjourned. I thought as I was here we might talk about Finney. You are handling the case?
Yes.
Forgive my asking, but have you experience in marijuana addicts?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I haven't had a great deal of experience in anything. I've only just finished my first period of training.
I see. Before that?
I was in the army. Perhaps not the best place to study psychiatric disorders.
As a pacifist, I find that highly debatable. However, had you claimed greater knowledge, I should have been suspicious. There are, you see, less than 500 known drug addicts in this country, Mr. Mann. And of those, not more than 50 take marijuana.
Really?
It's my belief those figures are unrealistic. They're certainly on the increase. You ever seen a reefer?
No.
It's rather like a king-size cigarette, somewhat thinner and more loosely packed. Cost you somewhere between a shilling and half a crown. Always provided you can find the source.
Which presumably won't be my tobacconist.
No, the sale of marijuana is illegal in almost every country. Unfortunately, that doesn't prevent its being widely used. And unlike other drugs, its use is always a vice and an abuse.
You say unlike other drugs.
Well, other drugs have their uses under proper control. Marijuana has none. Oh, I believe it prevents diarrhea in dogs, but never under any circumstances does it do the human patient anything but harm.
Physically?
That certainly. It can kill you. It can make you blind or insane or impotent. But emotionally and psychologically, its effects are just as damaging. The addict comes to rely on it entirely to give him the mood he needs. The longer he uses the drug, the more difficult it becomes to make him face reality.
Well, what's the solution? I mean, what makes someone become an addict in the first place?
Why did you leave the army?
I don't know. Because I came to feel that I wasn't suited to it anymore, I suppose.
Whose fault was that?
Well, nobody. People change. I thought that the army was different. Then I came to realize it was me.
At the time, were you able to be so rational about it?
There was quite a time when I wasn't.
Exactly. Now, in your position, the psychopath would have been convinced that society was out of step. But it was not he who had changed, but the army. The neurotic would have been fundamentally more honest. He would have known that it was he who had changed, but he would have been unable to do anything about it. Neurotic behavior, you see, is not simply a question of personality. It's a question of the pressures that are brought to bear on it. Finney is a perfect example. One would expect him to be a negative addict.
Negative addict?
To use the drug for relief rather than for pleasure. When he frankly admits as much, I see no reason to disbelieve him.
Well, how about treatment?
Bertram, no, I told you, the first stage is to reduce the dose.
Yes, it is.
At that stage, my main concern is that this should be accomplished as humanely as possible. My work doesn't really begin till after that.
Which is when my work starts for the family.
Indeed. However, let me make the point that outside help isn't the only or even the first consideration. Suppose you're my patient and we trace your trouble to friction with your family.
A fairly normal diagnosis.
A fairly universal one. Now, it's no part of my job to persuade you that those frictions don't exist. Same with Finney. Obviously, if we can make things better for him at home, we want to do so. But the object of treatment is not to remove or necessarily to reduce Finney's conflicts. It's to teach him to face them, to be able to live with them, if not to solve them.
How does one do that?
By being realistic. If we can't do that, we'll just go back to taking drugs the next time he has to face the problem.
How do you rate the chances of success?
It's a fundamental human problem, isn't it? Try to make some sort of rational compromise between the kind of people we are, the kind of things we're equipped to do, and what we wish we were and could do. Very few of us are entirely successful. I think Finney has as good a chance as, for instance, you and I have.
same door now. Now, what happened?
He wouldn't take his tray. I felt sorry for the kid, so I brought it in. He jumped me before I could put the tray down. God, I thought we had nice people on probation report.
Probation? Things like that ought to be drawn to birth. Hello. You report on Finney today, don't you?
Yes.
Did you mind that?
Not altogether, no.
Well, before you do, there are a couple of things you ought to know. One, your precious Finney cannot do without marijuana. Two, he attacked a prison officer the other day.
I've no idea.
Don't you be fooled, Brown. The only time you've seen that boy has been somewhere approaching normal. When he isn't, he's a dangerous, vicious animal.
Yes, but Lessing tells
Lessing's only responsible for him so long as he's undergoing treatment. Voluntary treatment. That is, he can walk out at any time. Now, you can't possibly recommend probation.
I think that's for me to decide.
I think it's sheer bloody presumption on your part to fly in the face of facts.
Which seems to bring this conversation to an end.
Oh, don't be a fool, man. There are plenty of people worth making an effort over, but Finney's just not one of them. Take my word of it. You cannot expect people to gamble on your ability to do the impossible. You're not God, you know, Mr. Maine. All I hope is that you're man enough to admit that you're maybe mistaken.
Uh-huh. How'd it go on with Lessing?
Huh? Lessing? Oh, yes, very well. Pretty down to earth for a psychiatrist. I understood every word he said.
Do you think he can cope with Finney?
Yes.
You believe him?
Yes, I do. Bertram didn't seem to share my opinion. He told me so just now in no uncertain terms.
He's got a point, you know.
Do you think my judgment's at fault?
No. But unless you've quite convinced yourself, you'll never convince the court. Let's see how your convictions come across in court, shall we? Let me hear your report on Finney. I'll be Judge Kempton for you. Go ahead.
Well, my lord, I think that...
Now, let's do it properly, shall we? Imagine that's the witness box. The oath first, eh?
All right. I swear by mighty God that I shall do answer give to all such questions as the court demand of me. Philip Thomas Maine, temporary probation officer.
Which court?
Oh, of this court.
Yes, Mr. Maine?
This boy...
No. It's too abrupt. Always ease into it. Oh. Don't confuse him at all. I mean, just get the idea into his head, you see. And then assume that he remembers the case and tell him so. I'm sure your lordship will remember. He won't, of course, but he would tickle pink that you think he does. Remember what they say in the army. Time spent on reconnaissance is seldom wasted. It's the same here. A little bit of gravy never comes to less. All right, let's start from the beginning, shall we?
I think this boy should be put on probation. My lord.
You say then you'll have us thrown out of court.
What should I say then?
Don't tell him what to do. Just put the idea into his head like, I'm sure I could help him if your lordship would so direct. He gives the orders, another.
Or is the rest of it all right?
Oh, yes, not bad. You're inclined to say too much, though. He doesn't want to know what a hell of a time you've had in the past 3 weeks, you know. So don't confuse him. The boy's either a good boy or he's not. You can help him or you can't. That's all he's really interested in. Keep it simple. Keep it short.
Tell me something. Don't you ever get big-headed in this job? I don't mean the courts, but with the probationists. Got enormous power over them, and after a bit they seem to hang on every word you say.
Yes, it's a danger I won't deny. It's an awful thing to have people think you're foolproof.
That's what I mean. Don't you ever get a sort of God complex?
Not really. You see, the number of times you're right are not all that important. What really sticks in your mind are the number of times you're wrong. Tell me, did you ever save anybody's life in the war?
Yes, once. It was a troop of army.
Did you ever kill a man hand to hand, I mean?
Yes, in Malaya.
Well, which man do you remember most clearly?
The man I killed. I shall never forget him.
And if you fail Finney, you won't forget him either. There won't be much fear of you feeling like God then.
Right, up you go then. Well?
3 and 1 and 1. That'll cost you a tenner.
You must have pitched him a rare old yarn to get away with that. I thought you really set for the old PD this time.
We all make mistakes, don't we? How about a cup of char to celebrate?
You've got a blooming nerve. Go on, shut up.
Ask Finney, my lord. You take this one, Mr. Main, would you?
Me?
Look, he's got a trainee. It's not right, I say. It's not right.
Put a sign in.
Take the testament in your right hand and repeat the oath.
I swear by Almighty God that I shall true answer make to all such questions that the court demand of me. Philip Thomas Main, Temporary Probation Officer, is court.
Yes, Mr. Main?
May it please your lordship will remember that when the prisoner first appeared before you, he was unwilling to give you any explanation for his offence. But I believe that he could be helped if your lordship should decide to take a certain course.
Mr. Main, there seems to be a certain conflict of medical opinion about this case. Which side do you favour?
We can all basket.
If you'll excuse me, my lord, I feel hardly qualified to answer that.
See, he wants to green at the fault of that one.
Quite so. In my experience, psychiatrists are prone to make extravagant claims. Do you think in this case they're justified?
With respect, my lord, I think so.
You feel qualified to answer that?
Your lordship's second question asked my personal opinion. Your first question invited me to pass judgment on disputed medical facts.
Right. Is the prisoner prepared to accept condition of residence?
Yes, my lord.
Have they a vacancy for him?
Yes, my lord.
Can you take him there immediately?
This evening, if your lordship should so direct.
There's one further point, Mr. Main. I see that his domestic background is unusual. In your opinion, is it satisfactory?
There have been misunderstandings, my lord, but generally I think it's excellent.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Main. Your report has been most helpful. Constructive, but admirably short.
Good on you, mate.
You have been extremely foolish, Finney. You should be properly grateful to Mr. Main for persuading me that you may be worth another chance. I'm going to make a probation order for you. And in your case, for your own good, I'm going to make it a condition of the order that you receive treatment at Cecilia's Hospital for a period not exceeding 12 months. You accept that?
Yes, my lord.
Then listen carefully while the learned clerk reads out the requirements.
You are hereby required to comply with the following conditions. 1, to be of good behaviour. 2, to refrain from associating with thieves and other undesirable persons and from frequenting undesirable places. 3, to be under the supervision of a duly appointed probation officer. 4, to report to the probation officer as and where directed and to notify him forthwith of any change of residence or employment. These are for a period of 2 years. There is an additional special clause, 5, that you shall reside in St. Cecilia's Hospital for a period not exceeding 12 months.
In plain English, that means that if you keep out of trouble for 2 years and do as Mr. Main tells you, you'll hear no more of this. If you commit another offence or break any of the terms of the order, you will be brought back before me and punished for this offence as though you had just committed it. You understand that?
Yes, my lord.
I'm doing this because I believe that although you have been a fool, you are not yet a knave. If you prove me wrong, you will not be treated so leniently on any future occasion. However, for all our sakes, I hope you will have the sense not to throw this chance away.
Next case.
yours, Mr. Maine?